Hello once again, it's Mr. Pete, your internet shop teacher, and this is episode number 79B, the answer portion of my What Is It series. And if you watched part 1, which was 79A, you had a chance to guess on what these 5 unidentified tools are, and I had a lot of good answers, a lot of correct answers. I was surprised that so many people knew what this was, for instance. So let me explain them one at a time, and I'll hold this one to the end because I intend to demonstrate it. Okay, here's item 1, and many people had the correct answer. This was covered up so you could not read that, but I inadvertently showed this title on the box. I didn't put it on there, it's been on there forever. So it is for installing crystals on watches and clocks. Electro, and there's the patent number. Made of aluminum, and it's kind of like, almost like a collet. It's rather precision and nicely made, and here are some accessories that came with it for different size crystals, and a little ruler to measure the crystals, also with the name. That's made out of aluminum as well, and included in the box is the original instruction sheet for the Electro, how to remove old crystals, how to insert the new one, and the names of the parts and the prices if a fellow should need some of the parts. So that's what item 1 is. I don't believe anybody got the correct answer for this, but this is a Telegraph splicer, at least that's what I was told, and many of them were marked Bell Telephone or with other names like that, or the name of the maker. There's no marks on this at all, but I've had many of these over the years, and you know, there's little serrations here, but from what I remember, I bought one of these at a garage sale one time, and a man showed me how to use it. He had a whole box of the little splicers, which look like tubes sitting side by side that go in here, and I think you had to use 2 of these, and you would splice or twist the wire, telephone wire or whatever it was. So that's what this is, and this was the keeper to hold it in that position, I think, as you wrap. Now, if I'm wrong on that, let me know. I did a lot of research and I could find nothing on this other than pictures of it on eBay. So that's what that is. Item 4, there's 2 similar items here. These are for setting the teeth on saws. Now, there are many, probably hundreds of different patents on this. And this one is marked with a patent number. Boy, you can't read that at all, can you? And the manufacturer. And you just put your saw blade in there and adjust the anvil size here, and you can set the teeth. That just means you're moving them in different positions so you have set and it produces a kerf. Someone said this is for smaller saws, and that this would be for big circular saws. This is really an old one. There's no marks on it whatsoever, and the value of these is minimal. Now, some people said, oh no, we still use those. Well, I never have. Most of the saws now are throwaways, but I suppose there's some purists out there that still use these, but again, they have no value at all. These are worth a dime at a garage sale, if you're lucky. Almost everyone had these correct. There's 3 different styles here, and these are heat sinks. Simply used when you're soldering heat-sensitive components, such as this little capacitor or whatever it is, I don't even know. But if you're soldering right here, you don't want the heat to go up into the component, so it kind of short circuits. The heat short circuits and goes into this massive heat sink, which I believe is pure copper right there, and all of these work pretty much the same. This one's aluminum. There's another copper one. So those are heat sinks for soldering. And I saved the best for last. This is an Electro engraver. Notice the little point on here. Someone said it's a snap-on, but I don't see any name on it at all. There's a wire, but it needs a source of power. It needs a battery. And I tried it on a 6-volt battery out of my tractor, and it worked pretty good. And it worked even better on a 12-volt battery. I don't have a battery down here, so I'm going to use another power source and give you just a short demonstration. It kind of does what this does, although this is strictly mechanical, and I never did really like these. I've had several different ones. This is a Wen. I've had a Dremel. I forgot that I had it. It's about useless, really, so let's take a look at this. You may remember this from a few videos back, and this is also an Electro engraver for marking tools and property and so on. And this is the hand piece that came with it, and I was never very satisfied with this, maybe because I do not have the correct tip, but that's how this works or does not work. So I'm going to use this as a power source and unplug this and just stick a drill bit in there and take this alligator clip, clip it on there like that, and I think it's ready to use. And here it is. You just use it like a pen or a pencil. Not great, but not bad. I'll probably never use it. Kind of just like a little arc welder. This is only 7 volts. That's as high as that little transformer goes, and it's really not enough voltage, I don't believe. It works better with a 12-volt battery off of my tractor. Alright, that completes this short video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. This is Mr. Pete, your YouTube shop teacher.